Whew, if I got a project today. Hey guys, today we're working on an Audi A4 Quattro. No, not Quattro. Turbo is what I meant to say. Front wheel drive only. We are doing all 8 pieces. No, there's 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 10 pieces of the suspension, all the control arms, inner and outer tie rods. You know, now that I've done one side, the other side's probably going to go a lot smoother. There's the rear lower, the front lower, and the 2 new uppers. Inner and outer tie rods are in there. The last one I had to cut out. And then also you have to drop the whole strut assembly. 1, 2, 3 bolts. That's what I'm going to do to this side. There are 1, 2, 3 bolts, easily accessible. I think I might just try to cut this control arm or this tie rod as well. Threaded portion started spinning inside of this, and it's supposed to be 1. Okay, watch this wiggle. First you got this guy, and then you got these ones. Alright, so I'm going to start by removing the lower arms and letting the strut assembly hold it in place for now. And almost everything under here is 5/8 or 18 mil. Or at least that's what it seems to be. But all these smaller bolts like these and those and that one, those are 5/8. That's a 13. But the big bolts for the control arms, those are all 18 mil. Good morning. Well, I stopped there because dinner was ready and I had to go to work. And then I also just found out that the part they sent me for this side, one of the parts was wrong. The rear lower control arm. But we're going to start with getting the forward one on. I do have that, and that'll be enough, and I'll hook the sway bar up to it, and that'll be enough to hold it in place while I remove the upper arms and the strut assembly and get those replaced. And they cut out a hole in the sway bar bracket for you to slide the bolt into first. Okay. And then at this point, I would put the rearward on, but that won't be here till this afternoon. So take these two control arms off from here, and we're going to leave this connected as well to help steady the knuckle while we take the strut out. All right, now we got to remove the top 3 bolts. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, there is a retaining pin or a retaining ring or something. What do they call those? Push nuts. On the underside, so just got to get this nut the rest of the way out. So the retaining pin or push nut right there. Where are you at? It's on this stud. Just like that. Just like that. And there's the whole assembly. We're going to swap the arms out for new arms. And there it is. Brand new arms on, and they're just snug to keep these guys from falling on my fingers. Alright, those are tightened. So let's get these control arms into the top of this. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, alright. I was just in the hood.
Well,
Man,
come check it out.
I don't mean to be, my auntie, she don't understand the concept of getting a car fixed,
Right. Well, it's no big deal.
and what you doing and stuff,
Right. No, it's no big deal.
Yeah, she don't understand. She said, well, could you ask him, I guess she think you're a shop or something. Could you ask him, could I get a senior discount? I just laughed. Yeah, she don't understand. And this morning she said, "That's a 2000 car is in 2000. The parts can't be that rusted and stuff." I said, "Auntie, that's 20 years old."
It's dang near 20 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. But she don't understand the concept, you know. All she know, I need my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
I understand. I mean,
yeah, but you know, hey, like I told her, I said, now you can throw it together.
I'm putting every minute of my spare time into it. It's not like I'm not doing any other thing. I take care of getting my kids lunch and picking them up from school and going to work, but
yeah, I told her, I said, shit, I said, what are you doing? You better be glad. Shit, if it wasn't somebody else doing it.
but this side,
But she, you know, I explained to her and stuff, you know.
yeah, it's all good. We'll get it done.
She's older people. Yeah, I was in the hood. I stopped by.
Well, in just a second here, I'll show you the one that I had to cut out of the other side. But all we're waiting on now, after I tighten this bolt, is the one part that should have already been here, or this thing would be done today.
Now, because I told her after this, we got to take it to Les Schwab
Yep.
and get an alignment.
Right over here is the one I had to cut.
Huh? Sorry, Ashley. You shouldn't have said do not hang up.
Okay, so this lady's car has been here for like a week, but this is only like my third day actually working on it. It took them like 2 days to even figure out if they wanted to get the parts and then get me the parts and then get those parts here. Sorry, I'm eating Twizzlers. And then, and that was 2 days ago. And then we did still run into problems, as you sometimes do when you're tearing apart cars. You know, problems happen, that's cars. That one tie rod on the other side was rusted in. I wasted probably a little too much time on that. So I cut it out. And then this side, with that part being misboxed, that's just kind of embarrassing, you know, so now we gotta wait on that part. But that should be here today, and I'll bring that home with me tonight, and I'll put it in tonight when I get off work. But right now, let's do the tie rod, inner and outer. Let's get this off. That's a 13. And the other side of that is actually locks into place, so. The other thing I need to do is hook up the bottom of the shock. This is one of those good thing you're strong because you're not very bright moments. Okay, so this is gonna have to be cut out again. Or this side is gonna have to be cut out as well, I should say. because it's rusted in, and I started twisting on it, and it just started spinning inside the body of the outer tie rod, which I don't understand that. I don't know why there's rubber. I don't know a lot of things, but that's not the point. So we're gonna cut it rather than waste too much time on it. We lived. We're all right. We lived. Now, for a bit of more bad news. Her boot's ripped. She's gonna need a new boot. And this side is actually in better shape than the other side. Man, I don't like just busting people out, but the places she took it to first, told her that she needed to replace inner and outer tie rods, and that's it. The inners are actually fine. They're the other side was a little loose, but this side actually stands up on its own. The other side didn't stand up on its own quite as well, but it wasn't shaking back and forth in its socket at all. This guy is still in perfect condition for having a ripped boot. Let's throw the tool on that guy. Oh, yeah. All right, I got the part in here, and we got a little bit of daylight left, so let's get it on. All right, boots on. Slip this guy back on, just a couple threads showing.
Finishing up the rest of it, huh?
Yep. And this job is officially done. Ugh. 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 Where am I? I gotta use my reflection on the back of my phone to find me. Audi life, turbo life. This job is done. And now I gotta move my cars to get this thing off the ramps and back it out of here. So here we go. Alright, first start in like a week. Let's see if it runs still. Oh, driving around with the hood up too. That's awesome. Well, that's gonna do it. Test drive successful. I'm gonna torque the lug nuts down the rest of the way. Leave the hood shut and call the customer. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a long one, but there was a lot of work, so thanks for hanging in there, and subscribe, hit the like button so you can catch my other videos. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, tell me what you didn't like. Comment. Tell me what you did or didn't like. Yeah, knowledge is power, right? So let me know what you guys know that I don't know. We'll pass it on. Thanks for watching. See you later. Yeah.
Dad,
Huh.
did you mess up the tail on the sails?
You messed it up.
No, you did.
No, you did.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. I was walking towards you and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
And you was walking towards the house.
Are you ready for lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me wash my hands.